Hello, Denzel. So wonderful to finally meet you and talk with
Yes.
you. I've been, I found you, and I'm so glad I did. And my current situation is, I am retired. I don't have anything. Um, I do have income of 5,044.07, and that's Social Security and VA.
Say that one more time. 5,400.
For $5,044.07.
Okay. $5,044.
My expenses is 1,400, and I do have a mortgage. Balance is $99,943.77. Current interest rate is 2.88%, and the mortgage payment is 974.28. Out of that, the principal is 302.81 and interest is 239.45. Then the next debt that I have is currently a HELOC. I was qualified for 130,000, but I'm only using 30,000. 30,000, that's the max. Currently, my balance is 20, well, the HELOC is 6.95%. And I had put down 175 for interest, but watching you, it's about $140 a month.
Nice.
Um, and the balance is $24,181.07.
One more time. 24.
24,181.07.
Got it.
Okay, my question, and so my cash flow is 2,469.07. Okay, so my total debt is 101,118.77. 118.77. And so the total would be one, well, I have what? Actually, I was adding 25. It's
Yeah, it's
I
more,
just say
right?
1,100, whatever. Yeah.
You owe you
970.88.
you owe 24 on the HELOC and 99 on the mortgage, right?
Correct. That's
Okay.
it.
So let's fix that
Yeah.
number.
I should have added that one. I forgot to add those two.
43 plus 24. All right, so I have 124. Let's round for now.
Right. I was adding some other numbers. 101, 124. Yes. Okay.
1,400 of living
Expense.
expense.
Yeah.
And then the 974.88 is
Is the
separate
mortgage.
from, right, separate from the
Correct.
14. Okay, so you add
Correct.
those, and then about
Correct.
175 going to
Correct.
interest on the HELOC, or
Correct.
140.
So currently, I am not I'm not doing any chunking. I was told just go ahead and pay the HELOC off.
Correct.
Previously, I did make a couple chunks to my mortgage, but
Okay.
I'm just wondering, trying to get an opinion, should I continue making the payments? I mean, just keep lowering my HELOC. And then when I'm zero, then pay the mortgage or,
Correct. So let me just verify.
yeah,
Total 2374.8. You've made a chunk. You're now
right, previously,
paying
yeah. So
down.
that's my balance. Yeah, I'm down to,
Right.
yeah.
How long have you had this HELOC?
It was in August. It was a few months back.
Okay, last year. Yeah, so
Yes,
under
last year. It's brand
coming
new.
up.
Yes.
Yeah, coming up on a year. Is this 6.95 an intro rate?
Yes. I believe it's good for a year.
Okay. And you're in Hawaii, you said?
Correct. So
Okay.
yes, cost of living here is expensive.
Okay. That's all right. We're gonna get this all sorted out. So how long have you been watching my videos now?
I just started watching you about 3 weeks ago. I found you.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
like,
where did you learn about velocity banking then?
well, I learned it. Actually, I didn't know it was velocity banking. I was looking to find out how can I pay my debt because now that I'm retired, I'm 75. And so it's like, I need to get rid of my debt.
Yeah.
And I need to either remodel my house or break it down and create and build a new house. But I'm just, I just need to get rid of debt. That's my biggest thing. I did find 101 Financial. 101 Financial is after getting into it, and that's where I got a little bit, I was able to understand about chunking. Once I got into it, and then I met you, then it's like, oh, they're doing velocity banking.
Mm-hmm.
You are doing it on the paper, but they have it on a they were able to create a program. that is on the computer. So
Cool.
it's putting it all together on the computer. And that's where they told me when I did ask, well, shouldn't I be chunking to my mortgage? And it says, no, just pay down that HELOC. Maybe you can do it in 6 months when it's down a little bit more, but right now, because the HELOC, the interest is higher.
Correct.
And currently my principal is higher than the interest. Just go ahead and pay down the HELOC.
Correct.
So I'm not seeing any cash flow. I mean, I'm looking at, okay, I don't see how the cash flow is being used. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah, so what's happening here is you've made your move with the HELOC.
Mhm.
Now you need to secure the win by bringing this debt to zero.
Right.
And this is a perfect case of when velocity banking has been used to its fullest potential,
Yes.
and now we have to actually turn it off because we have
Oh,
more money once your mortgage payment
yes.
is majority principal less interest. That's an indication that velocity banking is probably not going to go any faster than if you were to just
Okay.
make extra payments directly toward the mortgage at the 2.88%.
Okay.
Right. So
Okay.
you've already got your win. Um, you just simply need to bring this to zero. And what's the name of this bank?
I'm at Central Pacific Bank.
Central Pacific Bank?
Pacific Bank, yes.
All right. And do you have your VA income and your Social Security income?
Goes into Central Pacific Bank. So I am using the
Beautiful.
system, and I do have a checking account that
Very
goes
good.
in and goes out. Yes.
Very
And
good.
then I have free overdraft. So I'm using the system. At least they taught me how to use the system.
Yep. So you're just going to keep doing velocity banking until this hits zero with a
Okay.
$2,400 cash flow. It should take us less than 10 months,
Right.
probably faster, to
Okay.
bring this to zero. Once it's fully zeroed out,
Yes.
you'll start. Well,
Attacking. Just
yeah, we
pay.
can start attacking the mortgage, but we can also take a look at your overall financial picture and determine, does it make sense to take the next foreseeable amount of years to eliminate this, or is there something else we could be doing with our money to solve for either more income, more financial peace, security? So we want to take a look at those
Right.
things. Got a couple questions for you. Do you have anybody that you're taking care of right now in your
I do have
household?
a daughter. I do
Okay.
have a daughter that receives Social Security for a disability
And
that she gets from my husband. Yes.
so you guys live together?
Yes.
Okay, so it's you, your daughter, and anybody else
I do have another daughter
in the household or no?
in the household. Yes.
Okay, so two daughters. What are their ages?
They're in 30 and 51.
Okay,
34 and 51.
34, 51. Okay. So it's three people in the household, right?
Correct.
Do you have any life insurance?
I do have 40,000, and that's why I definitely didn't want to go over 30. I want to make sure if anything happened to me, at least the 30,000. And my daughter can continue because she's working. The 51-year-old can continue at least paying the mortgage because the house will go to her. But my biggest concern, of course, is I might have to either rebuild or renovate. So I'm looking at. So yes, I do understand. I was looking at real estate, and then I heard about infinity banking, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure if I would qualify.
Yeah, it may not make sense. I was just curious to see if we have asset protection, some kind of life insurance.
Right.
You know, do we have a will? Do we have a trust? Do we
I
have?
do have a trust. The house is in the trust, so I've got that. And I just have that 40,000. But my plan is to try to just get out of debt. And I'm grateful that I was able to get thank God for the 130,000 that they did allow me to have.
Yeah,
But yeah, if they were really to have gone and did an appraisal on the house, they probably would not. But thank you, Lord. Yes.
This home of yours, is this a place you'd like to stay here fully?
Yes, I will. Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
And you're thinking about rebuilding the
Right.
the home.
It's going right. It's going to cost possibly 500,000.
And what would you say the value of the land property
Once
altogether?
once the house is once I have a house, it's 1 million because homes in Hawaii is $1 million starting off. But right now, because of the condition of the house, it isn't $1 million.
Right,
It
it's
isn't
not a million.
right.
Interesting. Do we have any investment accounts? I know you said you don't have, but like, do you have anything at all like that, Roth or 401k, anything from past work, anything at all?
No,
Okay, so no. Do we have any savings?
no.
Okay, so really
This
all of
is
our
it.
wealth is
But
in that land,
that's my gift.
in that
That's it.
property. Gotcha,
Correct.
gotcha.
Correct.
What do your daughters do for work?
My one that's disabled, it doesn't work.
Is that the
My other
51-year-old
daughter,
or the
yeah,
34?
the younger one,
The
the
younger one is
34.
disabled.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And the oldest one has a good job.
Okay. And she
Right.
contributes
Yes.
to the household.
Because the electricity, the water, and everything else is ridiculous. And food. And so, yes, we're working it out as best as we can.
The home that you currently have now, is it livable or are there like
Yes.
major issues?
It's livable. We're making it, it's livable, but I don't think might last maybe another 2 years.
Okay.
We've made it livable, let me put it that way.
Yeah. Because I'm wondering, is it required to do a full like demolition build from the ground up, or is it a matter of like a roof
Getting a renovation.
replacement or
No, it's from the ground up,
from the ground?
just about to for me, right? Because the termite is really badly termite eaten. So
Okay, so that's
I
the
haven't,
issue. You had
right,
termites.
right, for termite.
Okay.
And the problem was I was away for a while and then I came back and it wasn't maintained the way I would have wanted it to. So it is what it is.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking about is
Yes.
paying off debt is not our issue. That's not our issue. Our
Okay.
issue is access to capital to be able to do this remodel on this property, which would put us in a whole new mortgage,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Have you looked into construction loans, anything?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't. I know my daughter said, but I'm not sure how, she's willing to pull out from her 401k um to help with construction and in that respect.
Got it.
I might have a son that well, anyway, yeah, I haven't. I need to do that to go and look into what would it cost me.
Yeah, because
So I know what the numbers are.
yeah, let me get a little more information here. When it comes to just your desires in life, when it comes to things that you wanna do, just kind of like your lifestyle. Do you like to travel? Is there some kind of mission or purpose or kind of volunteer work, anything that interests you in doing?
Well, actually, it's kind of like what you're doing and like 101. I'm learning to become an instructor because I see the mess I'm in, and now that I'm finally getting financial literacy,
Okay.
I've realized there's so many. My family, they're in this basically the same boat, more living paycheck to paycheck, and so I've always had that. I've always helped people. That's all there is to it, and
So in
I
terms of
want
an
to help people
instructor,
to get out of debt.
yeah, okay. So like a
Yeah,
financial instructor, like a financial
right. I
coach. Okay.
definitely. So that's why I'm studying you. I really am studying you.
I love it. I love it.
And
All right.
I had 101 and I realized I love 101 for the simple reason that there's a lot of people that do not qualify to get the HELOC. They're living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, my own family, and their mindset isn't there yet. I mean, I'm just sad I'm 75 and hello. Now it's like the light bulb comes on. I just wasn't surrounded by, even as a Christian, and that's what upsets me. Well, it doesn't upset me, but it makes me sad that even as a Christian, it was just tithes and offering, and God's going to bless you and give you 10, 100, the 60,
Right.
40, 60, 100-fold, and you pray to him. And then when I heard you, it's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's
That's a
more to the
whole
there's more to the
correct. When you talk about kingdom, and I said, yes, that is so true. That is so true. And that's how come I gravitated to you. I've sent you 3 emails actually.
Yes, I got that pulled up.
Right.
It looks like I
And
responded like some automated emails probably
right,
coming
automate.
my way.
Yes, yes. So
Uh,
when I found that you were going to be on tonight, I says I have to talk to you.
yes, yes, yes. That's why I'm doing
And
this, to try to get as
right,
many people as I can
right,
communicate with. So, all right, so this is good. So we have a direction in terms of what we want to be doing with our time, right? We
correct,
want to be a financial instructor. So that's something that we can actively do with our time. The
right.
big obstacle is, okay, within the next 2 years or less, where I'm living is gonna be a unlivable situation. I have 2 daughters
Correct,
that live with me. One doesn't
correct.
work but receives disability
Right,
income. That's it.
right,
And then the 51-year-old has a good job, is willing to
right,
contribute money
right.
to help with the construction of this. I think personally, the home equity line of credit is going to be a great potential tool, and I'm wondering if this construction project can be done in stages, which I'm pretty sure it can. And but while that's happening, where am I going to live, right?
Right.
If we're gonna, so then ideally, if I proceed with that project, I don't want to extend it out and have this become
Any
a year-long thing.
correct, correct.
So where I definitely want to get clarity on is, okay, how much does it cost to completely demolish the home, remove all the material out, reset the foundation, and then taking a look at what kind of home are we building?
Right.
Is it just the land and the location that's really giving you that tremendous value, or are we sort of over leveraging ourselves and building too much home, let's say? Uh,
No, I'm looking
well,
for a 3-bedroom,
3 bedroom.
2-bath home,
Okay.
just, a basic home, for us to live in. So I do need to do my homework. I was just trying to get my finances so where I could see, make sure I'm okay with what I'm doing.
From
And
a
my next step,
stewardship,
yes,
yeah, from a stewardship standpoint, you're doing great. So I want to, recognize you there. You don't seem to have a spending habit, a consumer debt habit of credit cards or, loans, collections. We don't have any of those issues. You've got a pretty consistent cost of living. We have very healthy cash flow. I'm thinking I want to do research on construction loans, what opportunities are out there in your area, what banks would be willing
right.
to issue me a loan to cover the demolition and new construction of a brand new home. And in the interim, we need to figure out where we're going to be staying, and then where are all our things going to stay. So we're going to need storage. And so what comes to mind for me is I absolutely don't actually want to pay off any debt, because I would rather just roll that 99K into a new mortgage. Yes, I lose the 2.88 rate, but to me, I rather hold on to my cash flow, because the cash flow is what's going to help me cover, say, a storage fee
Okay,
to put all your stuff,
correct.
and then whether it's renting a a very small place for
Right, right.
a couple months. I don't know how long it would take.
Apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something where we can just kind of bare bones kind of style.
correct,
Like,
correct,
we know this is temporary, not get locked into a lease, but almost like, say, month to
correct,
month or a six
correct.
month, 1 year. And I would love to have a three-way call, you and the daughters, and kind of see, kind of combine all assets, all income, all expenses, and just kind of see how we can make this work. And in the interim, for now, we can just do velocity banking on our HELOC, because that's
Mm,
a great
yep,
place to just store your money because
Correct.
it's like a checking account anyways. I can
Okay.
access it, so you might as well just keep doing what you're doing there.
Just
But
maybe. Okay.
as soon as that goes to zero, I don't want to put extra dollars toward the mortgage yet until I get clarity on
Okay.
the process, the potential costs. I would love to do a three-way call, a Zoom, meet the daughters, kind of combine forces, see what's the goal here, because ultimately they're going to inherit that land, right?
Right.
So
Because
if,
there's also my other son
okay,
that did approach me the other day and did ask me what I was planning to do. And because he says, "Are you going to sell?" Because basically, if I sell, I'll come out good, you know. I mean, I could sell for five,
but
six
then where
hundred
do you
thousand.
go, right?
But right, it's like no, and I'm concerned about them. I'm concerned about they can't start all over. I'm going to be giving them money to try to start, and you can't do it. And they want to be in Hawaii. So my son approached and said, well, he'd be willing to, if I would sell him the house, or, you know, what would I want to make me comfortable? And he go and see what he can do about financing the house. But he's also talking about checking his 401k because he's an electrician. And so he said they can do one major pull out, make a loan. And so he believes he has the 500,000, but that was the problem. Is like he says, Mom, I can only take up 500. I think that's all I can take
Mhm.
if they allow me to, even at that point. And so, and I says, well, I had wanted 200,000 because I'm thinking pay off the mortgage and pay and set me up where I'm zero and I can definitely live off of what I have. And plus, like he says, Mom, you'll always have a house. You'll always have a place to stay. So, and they're willing to take in my daughters. And so
Mhm.
he did bring that up.
How old is he?
And so I'm kind of, he is 52.
Okay. Yeah.
And
So
so
from
I'm
a,
looking at that, considering that
yeah,
because they want to live here.
no, I mean, that's
And so,
a huge opportunity.
yeah, so my daughter that lives with me, she said, well, you know, she'll check in her house, pay her 401k to pull out the money to pay me. But you know, it just breaks my heart
What breaks your heart?
that the house isn't, it is what it is. It's not in the condition that it should have been, where we didn't have to even go this way. But this is the way we have to do. And I really want a house to be on the property.
Yeah.
I do want to leave it for my family.
Well,
I do have,
let me give you a dose of hope because I I honestly don't see a whole lot of issues here. You know,
okay.
and this is just like an outside looking in, and I know it's hard when you're the one in it, and it's like I don't see a solution. But for me, I'm like, it sounds like you got three amazing adult children that are willing to put up a lot of capital to make this happen. And let me
Yeah.
ask this, if you had it your way, right? If money's not an issue, you're staying on this land. This is where you would love to just, live out your days. And if it came to it, if you were in a position where you no longer are able to take care of yourself, would you prefer to stay on that land and have in-home care? Would that be like perfect scenario? And then
Correct.
kids can either live with you
Right.
or
Right.
visit, and it's like,
Correct.
this is where mom is at.
Correct.
Th- to me, I'm like, you're no, this is amazing. You've got options. Like I see a laundry list of options here, and it's just a matter of, you know,
Just getting the
us,
numbers
yeah, just getting the numbers, getting the
and
education. We need to build a relationship with a broker, with a lender, from a banking institution, someone in Hawaii, someone that specializes in new construction. Just want to,
well, I believe
you know,
the bank that I'm working with,
okay.
but I don't know if I'd be opening up a can of worms by going back to them when they realize the house is in a value, or when they do that, when they did the HELOC. I don't, you
Good
know,
point. Good point. Yeah, you know.
but then it's like it is what it is. I mean, but then I've
Good.
been a very good steward. I mean, I took care of what, and that's the other part. Is like I want my children to get on board financially with Velocity or 101, understand this because they're not in the best. I'm assuming based on what I hear the talk is, and like how you say, what is your relationship with money? And it's like I'm trying to get them on board. My son is getting on board with the 101. So when I got to see, yeah, he makes great money, but too much debt, too much debt. Ratio debt to income ratio is bad. Credit score is bad. And I believe probably my daughter's in the same position. Good money, but they've, I don't know, they've just spent. They did not. I believe that whole mentality, oh, God will take care. I'm
I
saving, going
think,
to heaven, and
yeah, a tremendous opportunity here is to really delegate the financial education and literacy to someone else. Let's
but
say
but
like
financial
yourself,
literacy, yeah,
you know,
financial
delegate that
literacy,
out. Yeah.
right, right,
So here's what we're gonna do. So let's
yes,
do this. Your action steps. You're gonna keep doing velocity banking on your HELOC till that goes to zero. You're
yes,
gonna research, find out information about new construction loans. How does it
construction,
work? Or the process. How long could it potentially take to
right,
um,
redo,
demolish, redo this whole entire home? Let's try to get a time frame on that. And I'd like to do a four-way call now. So son, two daughters, yourself, let's jump on a Zoom all together. Introduce me to your kids. Let's set that time up and see if I can also work on them individually with their finances, align your values and goals with their desires, right? And really get everyone on the same page to say this is home base. This is the way that we can transfer wealth, that we can have a safe place to build, and we
right,
can, this is the place that we want to have mom be at. And in the event mom becomes disabled, mom is unable to take care of herself, mom needs in-home care, we've got a home that we can
right,
design it for retirement living,
mhm,
and we would have the necessary resources to have in-home care, and mom would live out her days in that home, which is beautiful because now I don't have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars for, say a long-term care facility. That your
right,
long-term care would be the land that you live on. And since
right,
the home is already in a trust, land is in a trust, that the kids would inherit it, and
correct,
they can basically steward it now and maximize the potential of what
correct,
it can do. And again, you've got a
correct,
son that's willing to put in, we got another daughter that's willing to put in, and if I can help them with their personal finances,
right, to
then
get to that,
it's going to make their conviction to want to put in and stay in and see it through that much more,
yes, okay,
beneficial for them.
okay,
So let's do that. Let's,
okay,
put me in an email where
okay,
you tag me and all your kids together, and we'll find a time together to
will
strategize.
do,
I'll even
will do,
send this video back to you so that they can just see the conversation, the flow, what it could potentially look like, the ideas that we've just thrown around here. I think there's a lot of potential.
yes,
Yeah,
thank
I'm
you,
excited for you. I think you just need another set of, eyes on this,
correct,
another person to just encourage you in this process. You're not alone, and we can make this happen, and hopefully that'll
thank
be,
you,
yeah, absolutely.
thank you, Denzel, yes.
Beautiful, beautiful.